Alright, without further ado, allow us to begin. There we go.
Words. Yo.
Last we left off, you all ventured through the Cursed One base beneath the old ruins of the war's fortress from eons long past, wherein you discovered a lot and very little simultaneously. But amidst which you discovered vials of golden ichor, not blood, ichor, which should be impossible, as the gods have been dead for far, far too long. And yet, regardless, bottles of ichor for each of the 18 well-known crests, and I believe the 3 cursed crests as well. The 21 council members, each marked with a bottle of golden ichor, vials and vials of this stuff. Then, even deeper down, an entrance to the Underdark, where you found a man half dead, bleeding out slowly. And when speaking to him, trying to learn of what happened, an illithid began to approach, and you began to run, most of you at least. Rain tried to stay behind to save this man's life, but Hellebore darted in and pulled him out, and you all teleported. And so, that is where we will pick up today's session. As you are pulled in every which way, falling upwards, stretching, your feet land on soft grass. As you land within the Gotskafon forest. The familiar Hollyphant floating next to you, as her voice echoes and she says, "Is everything okay?"
Hellebore is immediately going to turn to Rain, like completely ignoring that, and looks at him with not anger, but exasperation. Rain, if that man had been above ground, I can guarantee you the area would have been swarming with crows. He might as well have been a crop ripe for reaping. I could smell the death on him. Why would you risk all of our lives for a man who is content with his end?
Rain still looks a bit shaken over what's happened. When Hellebore starts speaking, however, he kind of snaps to attention, and he doesn't look at Hellebore. No, he glances around till his eyes land on Div, and as he listens to what Hellebore's saying, he does, for a brief moment, get angry before his shoulders just kind of slump. That man might have been content with his end, because he thought he was going to be serving the person he worshipped. and he was not going to. We knew that. We knew that. And so we should have been trying to step in, stop that, so that he wouldn't have to lose his life for nothing.
I get that, but Rain, all of religion is a lie. Every religious person is leading a lie. It doesn't invalidate it, but there's not truth to any of it, or barely any of it.
How do you know that? How do you know there's no truth to any of it? You do know, like, yes, okay, a lot of them. There's a decent amount of truth to most religions still, I would say, Hellebore. You can't just invalidate all of it. Just because of what we've learned.
Unless someone knows the whole truth, then it kind of is a lie. And I don't think most people know. I agree though, whatever that man thought was going to happen, it's clear the Illithids have probably wormed their way into the religion.
Yeah. I'm not sorry for staying back and trying to help him. The only thing I am sorry for is getting you involved, Div. I did endanger your life. But I would have still endangered my own if it meant that guy had a chance to not meet that fate.
Ellie, Vimfer, are you guys okay?
I come out unharmed. I'm okay. I didn't want to interrupt what you guys were doing, but when we get back and Dee Dee asks if everyone is okay, Helly ignores Hellebore and Rain and just pulls Dee Dee in for a hug.
Oh, hi. Sorry. It's been busy.
I missed you.
I missed you too.
You've missed a lot. There's a lot going on.
I can see that. I see Vemver's here now.
Yeah. We went home, and well, Hell was attacked, or the ninth was.
Her face kind of falls when you say that. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just gonna... Her face kind of falls when you say that. And she kind of... Oh, is everyone okay?
We don't know yet. I don't want to distract them by summoning anyone or asking them, so I thought it best to give them a few days.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm I'm glad to be back too. Things have calmed down a little bit. But we still don't know exactly what's going on.
What? Well, what do you know?
She's quiet for a long moment before she responds. The Celestial King, Chrysalis' old head angel, sorry,
Bless you, Dee Dee.
was found dead in his throne room. And, obviously, we who were less content with ruling as the gods once did were blamed for it, but I think we got them off our back for now.
Hallie nods. This is okay. Wow. Thank you. You didn't just leave me with nothing. You set up Cuckoo, and Cuckoo's nice.
Mm-hmm. I figured Kukulkan was not as busy and they could help you. It seems like they did.
They did, yes.
That's good. Kukulkan only had good things to say.
I think at this point, Hallie will look towards the others, if they're still arguing or not.
Calibor
I think
isn't.
Div was expecting to go kind of yell at Rain a little bit, but since Helibor beat them to it, they kind of just take a step back, smirk a little bit, and then turn around and kind of just blank stare at the flying elephant creature.
Is that yelling? Maybe Rain and I are both used to Hellies, but that seemed like at most maybe just a
not
little
actually
bit of
yelling. Not actually yelling. I'm you shut up. Helibor had it handled, so Div didn't need to.
This is wild
Yet.
dynamic.
No, you ready? Just wait. Hold on. Let Bina do what she's doing first, but
no, Div kind of just is looking at the creature before at one point, finally glancing around going, okay, hold on, pause the lecturing. Where the fuck are we? When did we get here?
We were teleported.
But Hallie will approach Rain and kind of put a hand on his shoulder and say, I'm glad you got out. That person seemed really strong, so they might have killed you before we got back.
Genuinely, I think this is scary.
This is so good.
This is like that one scene where Superman wanted to be bad cop.
Oh my God.
I don't know why, but this reaction is giving me more anxiety than yelling.
Beautiful.
I feel like Rain is in kind of sort of similar shoes here, as his face just kind of twists before settling in more so neutral pose. It's very possible that would have happened. I'm glad that we are all here as well.
I'm sorry we couldn't do anything for him.
As am I.
I will say that I do think, Rain, I still hold that that was pretty silly. If we tell you that we need to run in the future, it would be helpful if you'd listen.
I understand. I cannot give you any promises or guarantees because, of course, it will always depend on a case-by-case basis, but I understand why you wanted us to run.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish we could have been more forceful in possibly trying to save that guy. We keep saying that guy when we have his name.
We have his name, but you, Ayla, intentionally told us the wrong name.
I know.
Yeah.
Jack.
We didn't really find out much there, but we're no more closer to finding it than we were before.
That's not true. We found out one of them is specifically telling Rain to grab it after we find it. So we know that there's going to be a trap once we find it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that seems like their style. I kind of assumed already that they were doing that. But it's good to know for sure, I guess.
And this means that they don't know where it is. They won't know where it is until we go get it, which means we might have more time than we thought we did.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of time, is it okay with you guys if I check in on the Grove while we're here?
That would probably be best since we know things are going on over here.
Once
I'm-
again, where is here?
We're in the Godskafon Forest. It's right beside Adoria City.
I told Didi to send us here because I don't know.
Aren't the shadow druids also running amok here?
Okay. Cool. Great.
Oh, Div, this is Didi. Didi, this is Div.
Okay. This is
Hi.
the one you tried to. Hi. Oh, this is the one you tried to summon when the.
When Kikok can come out. Right,
That
yes.
one. Yeah. Okay. Well, hello. It kind of like bows slightly. I would. It's. We're meeting. This is cool, I think. Okay.
It's good to meet you.
Uh-huh. What? Apologies for my rudeness, I think. What are you?
Oh, I'm a Hollyphant. It's a type of angel.
Ah, angels. Okay.
He's
All
a friend
right.
of Mother's.
Okay. That's actually better than I thought it would be. Cool. All right. Angel. Kind of angel. Elephant.
No, is an angel.
Is an angel.
She's not kind of an angel. She's a kind of angel.
That's not what I said. That's what I meant to say.
What? Helly, which way?
Roll a survival check, Hellebore.
Yippee. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
That's a natural 20 for a 29.
Let's go.
Okay. You have met that tree before, and that one, and you realize exactly where you are. You easily are able to lead the party through the forest. Feet padding against the grass as you skip through and over and past streams and various bushes, making your way towards the grove at the center of the forest. As you approach, you find the familiar exterior gate is open. You see movement inside. It just seems more welcoming as opposed to closed off. As you approach... Oh, that is... Hang on. As you approach, you see a younger druid, familiar as the young Magnolia, at least familiar to Hellebore and potentially Rain if he remembers the druids here.
Probably.
Seems to spot you as you approach, and she smiles, kind of turning and darting deeper into the grove as she calls out, "They're back! They're back! They're back!" As you step into the all too familiar grove, the commotion from Magnolia draws some attention, as a few people, a few familiar druids kind of wander in that direction. You see, in the direction towards you, you see the first to approach is Spore Master Mournbloom, as he smiles and kind of looks to Hellebore, to Rain, and then his gaze kind of shifts to the rest of you, clearly looking a little confused or surprised, as he says, Hellebore, welcome back. New
They was
friends?
hiding behind people.
Hi there. Wow, quite a reception. How have you been?
We've been well. Thanks to you, we haven't had to deal with any shadow druids since, and well, the Adorian people have been kind. They've stayed out of our way, and they needed our assistance with the harvest season, so we've been well.
Hellebore looks a bit confused. Oh, I heard that there were shadow druid activity here. That's actually why I'm here. They haven't been doing anything?
We've been keeping an eye out, but besides for Foxglove coming back to us, we've not seen anything in regards to the shadow druids. Not
Is
around
he here right now?
Yes, he should be with Hyacinth at the moment.
Are you here?
Wait, Hyacinth's here?
Yes. Did you not know?
No, I mean, he was in the kingdom last we saw a few weeks ago.
He
What's he doing here?
He came to visit, to say hello, and when he found out Foxglove was here, he wanted to make sure that Foxglove was taken care of.
course.
He's only
You
been
haven't-
here a few days.
You haven't seen, like, a traveling red tiefling, have you? Near him?
Yes, actually. He was helpful. Foxglove wandered off, and I believe his name is Azpai, the tiefling. Brought Foxglove back to us.
Full. Okay, that's good. That's good. I had heard and I was a little scared. Is Foxglove doing better? Mentally.
Well, he's able to have conversations. So, I think so, but it's... you know, it's rare moments of cognizance.
Course. I wouldn't think that it would be a fast process or anything. Halibor, just as a note, like during all of this, she's had her eyes like square, like kind of on his chest. She doesn't want a few things different about her compared to last time, just a few. But she finally kind of braves being fearing she's being rude, kind of finally looks up and smiles and kind of like waves toward her friends. We have some new friends here.
I know... He kind of trails off as he notices your eyes. And you can see this sort of momentary stunned look on his face before he smiles and says, You bear the blessing of the Oak Father. I suppose much has changed since you last were here.
Her smile is wavering like the waves of the ocean right now, but she keeps it up. Yeah. Fun times. Yep, that's me. But yeah, this is actually my fiance, Helly.
Kelly will
And
do a curtsy.
this is her sister Vimper.
Vamper gives a little bow.
And this is our friend Div.
Div kind of like does a slight wave, like the two finger from the forehead kind of wave before ducking behind Vemfer.
Dee Dee doesn't get an introduction. Like Dee.
Oh yeah, Dee Dee is still out?
Dee Dee's out for, I think, 4 hours.
Okay, well then she wouldn't leave Dee Dee out. She will make a very extravagant motion to Dee Dee. And this is Dee Dee, the bestest Holly fan.
Hi! Huh. An angel and a... He kind of lingers on Helly as if trying to figure out what she is. Before he just kind of shakes his head. Some interesting friends you've brought to us, Halibor.
Angel. That's the term.
Dangel?
Mhm.
I see.
And it's complicated. Yeah. Danger.
Imp works just fine if you need to be quick about it.
that sigh was in character. And this is my Cambian sister.
We've never played host to a Cambion before.
It's complicated.
Um, uh, you came here because of Shadow Druid activity?
Yes, we had heard from, well, I guess the not so reputable source, actually, that there was some Shadow Druid activity happening here.
From
Is the heart tree still okay?
the heart trees. Beza was actually going to take a trip out there later tonight, but last we checked, it was fine. What is this source that told you about the Shadow Druids in this area?
Probably like a dream vision sort of thing, you know? Kind of just dreamt it all up,
Mm,
maybe.
you had a vision. Then perhaps you've arrived just in time.
Well, I heard about it secondhand, but yeah, maybe. Anyways, it's been wonderful seeing you again, more Bloom. And she'll run over and hug him.
He'll hug you back. I'm sure the others will want to see you while you're here.
Oh, yeah, like, I have, like, so much to tell Hyacinth. It's been, well, technically not that long, but it feels like a really long time.
Hyacinth and Foxglove are down in the cave area over there. First Root Calathea is just down towards the heart of the grove if you want to go speak with him as well.
Of course, that would probably be smart at some point, but I think I'll hit up the caves first. Thank you for the directions. Bye-bye! She's running off.
Smiles and nods. All right, you run off. Where are you? Where are you headed off to?
She's trying to sniff out Hyacinth.
Okay.
As we
Go on.
as we are heading wherever, Helly would kind of go beside Helliboy and say, "Are all groves this pretty?"
Oh, of course! I mean, they have druids taking care of them. Of course they'd be beautiful.
I mean, I guess I didn't think that would. Yeah.
I mean, the areas around them are usually more magically infused. You know, the animals are taken care of. The plants are tended to. They're great. I mean, they don't build like beat, you know, just being out in the wilds yourself, but they're the second best thing.
I mean, Helly looks around and just says, "Is seeing places like this? It's hard to believe that how fucked up everything is right now. It's like this place is like untouched by everything."
And I intend to let it stay that way. That's what a druid's job is to make sure that places like this can exist. To make sure that none of the corruption of the cities reaches them. That's what Mother and I dedicated our life to. What I intend to do here.
Okay. That's all I had. Helly would be quiet then. We're looking for Hyacinth.
Indeed.
Okay. You make your way into the kind of cave-like area of the grove, and you see you see the glow, the flicker of firelight, and smell the cooking of something within the pot, or within a pot of some sort of stew, perhaps. And you see, as you grow closer, sitting next to the pot, kind of stirring it, you see the familiar Jacaranda, or Jack, the dryad that you had met briefly while you were here, and not too far off, you see sitting, kind of watching the pot, Hyacinth and Foxglove. You see Foxglove is kind of sitting with his legs folded over each other, and hands kind of he's kind of like wrapping his hands around each other almost, if that makes sense. Seems to be some sort of like fidget or something, while Hyacinth speaks to him in kind of a soft voice. Something does catch your attention about Hyacinth, though. You notice golden petals seem to be blooming from his ear, from his left ear.
That's concerning, but not so concerning as to keep Elibor from making a fool of herself. She does the worst thing to do with, someone mentally struggling, and sees Hyacinth and just like yells out, "Oh my gosh, Hyacinth!" and is going to like run and like tackle hug him.
He turns as he hears your voice, but you see Foxglove kind of flinches, their eyes darting towards you, kind of locking onto you as Hyacinth kind of goes to stand, but you are too fast, and you kind of just hug into him before he can do that. Oh, hey. Elibor, it's been a minute.
Like 2 minutes. I didn't even wait. No, like longer than that. I didn't know you were gonna be here. Oh my gosh, what are you? Are you okay?
I'm still alive, aren't I?
The flowers. Are you okay?
I've known I wasn't going to live as long as a normal elf. As long as I make do with the time I have, who cares? It doesn't hurt. Not yet.
It's yeah, you're right. It's so good to see you. How have you been?
I've been alright. I headed north and made my way back up to the northern Foxwoods after we split, and then I decided I missed the folks here, so I came back to Gotska. And when I arrived, he kind of looks back to Foxglove, who is still staring at you, but seems less defensive than when you had yelled out at Hyacinth and kind of startled him. Now he's just kind of staring more curiously than intensely. Roll a perception check for me.
Damn, I am getting lucky. That's a 26.
His eyes, the pupils are gone, replaced by the symbol of a jester's hat with a crazed smile.
Freaky.
She kind of meets his eyes and stares for an uncomfortable long few moments before quickly looking away, a bit embarrassed. It's good to see you again too. Have you been okay?
Savior.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Creepy.
I just helped out when you needed it. That's all. Have you been feeling okay? Doing well?
You see Foxglove, like, opens his mouth and closes it, opens it again, and then just silently nods. Is still struggling with words sometimes.
Of course.
He's been getting better, though, every day.
Calibor is clearly thinking about something, very much deciding if she wants to bring this up right now because she doesn't want to trigger him, but curiosity killed the cat and she is a curious sort. She kind of tilts her head a little bit and looks to Foxglove. I am curious, do you hear a song?
His eyes kind of widen a little bit as he looks at you. Only a poet speaks in rhymes, but history understands. The echoing call, the echoing call, the echoing call of mourning loss, calling me a name that is not mine, for it sees her blood within me.
Oh. Okay.
It yearns and yearns and yearns and yearns, but do not fear, for he protects me. It seeks that name, for it lost that name, for it lost that name, for it lost that name but a lifetime ago, for it became the beast below.
The one you were speaking of before, Felicity, yes?
Felicity, Felicity, Felicity. Felicity, the name within me. I bear her mark. I bear her mark and wear her smile, but in her shoes I've not walked no miles.
I think at this point, Div's gonna kind of walk up, not quietly because they're in armor, but like will like kneel beside these two and kind of just look at Foxglove. Kind of just studying him.
Only a false heart can dance among the dying stars. Foxglove's eyes flit to Div as he says, and you dance for so long and so far.
Hmm.
Do you know what that means?
Yep.
Only a false heart can dance among a dying star. He's said it a few times.
Not really. Those sorts of things have never really been. I'm not much of a poet myself.
Hyacinth nods. It's alright. I was gonna head into the city, see if I could find a scholar who might have an idea.
Mm. That's probably smart.
Although, he kind of turns his attention to Dev. He's never said that anyone dances before.
Viv kind of, like, this entire time has a small smile that kind of started on their face. And they're gonna cautiously, without really saying anything, just, like, hold a hand out-ish to Foxglove.
Foxglove looks at the hand, looks to you, looks back at the hand. I know not your face nor your name, yet I've seen this all the same. And Foxglove kind of places his hand in yours, and Hyacinth kind of narrows his eyes a little bit, glancing between you and Foxglove, a little surprised. Why the fuck? Why are you blue?
It's a pretty blue.
Oops, only blue.
You know what? I'll leave it. It is a pretty blue. You're right.
What's blue?
I'm so sorry if that was me.
What?
I
Wait,
went
but
to
it's-
draw a silly hat.
Wait, it's different. Wait, hang on. Tori, are you seeing this one? Or this one?
Second one.
The second
Why are
one.
there two different blues?
Neither one of those are the blue I'm seeing.
What blue are you seeing?
It
The one
turned
I'm seeing is
blue.
closest to the first one, but it's not quite.
It turned blue as soon as I started coloring on the page. I was gonna try to
What is
secretly
wrong
put
with you?
hat.
Why are you blue?
Why are you blue? That's really funny.
Anyway.
Div kind of unsure how to properly respond to Foxglove, attempts anyways. I know not your face either, but you bear the mark of an old friend. And kind of just like gently holds his hand in a while still like smiling.
He looks at you, shakes his head. Old friend, old foe, they're all the same. You will not know, until the end of this game. And raise the world till all is ash, and mortals end and bastions crash.
Does that sound familiar, or is it just me? That's an out-of-character question. Did that sound familiar, or is it just me?
I don't think we've heard that one, but
yeah.
it's close. It's close to the other prophecy, but I think it's a
Yeah.
little different.
Do we have the other prophecy pinned anywhere? Because I can't find it.
No, I didn't think it was important.
Prophecies? Nah.
You're talking about the prophecy about the Demon King, right?
Yeah.
When the age of gods has long since passed and devastation's sun power amassed, he shall rise to rule them all and bring all lasting kings as fall. Divine blood runs through his veins, he takes all his servants' pains. The girl of white in moons brand new brings the fate to worlds undue. Let no spell or blade or mortal hand lay harm to chrysalis of abyssal lands.
Okay.
You have that in notes. That would be helpful.
I can put it there. I don't know if it's there or not. It doesn't seem to be.
I don't see it.
So, there. Now it is.
Cool. All right.
Other than speech, though, he's improving. And even with speech, at least what he says tends to be related to what he's responding to.
I'm glad. That makes me very happy to hear. I was terribly worried.
I'm glad to see you again. Where did Talzin go?
Oh, he's doing great. He actually reunited with some of his friends and his mother. We managed to get them out.
That's wonderful.
He's on APS Island. He's safe.
Oh, okay. I'm sure. Give me a second. I'm sure Aconite will be able to watch over him.
Yeah. Really like that guy.
Why not?
Does he not rub you the? Well, I mean, he's the one who arrested all of us.
He was doing his job.
You didn't have to be so mean about it. Speaking of mean people, though, I hate to darken the topic after just meeting with you again, but we aren't just here to relax and visit. I had heard that there were the grove is in danger. There was a lot of shadow druid activity here.
His face kind of falls. Oh. I see.
You hadn't. Oh, do you know anything?
I thought I felt a disturbance, but I'd hoped it was my imagination.
What sort of disturbance?
Like a rot in the earth. I suppose if you show up talking about shadow druids in the forest, that can be the only explanation.
Rot. That's That sounds similar to the last time they were here. They said they would be back.
You aren't seriously planning to face them yourself, though, are you? I mean, it's you they want.
And it's me they'll get. On the other side of my blade, that is.
Helibor, this is a really bad idea.
Hyacinth, it is my duty as a druid to protect the groves, to protect the people, and to protect the forest. I cannot knowingly... I can't know that they're here and not do something about it.
The Gotska druids are well incapable of protecting themselves, and if they need assistance, they can reach out to the city. You shouldn't be putting yourself into danger like this, walking into a trap.
Trap?
You really don't think... You really think it's just a coincidence that you're the first person to hear about them this out here?
With the information I have on the informant that told me about, or, well, not me directly, but said that this was happening, it makes sense. It'd be a trap, yeah, but they're not going away. I'm going to have to face them eventually. They're not going to stop coming after me, I don't imagine. They're probably not going to stop going after Foxglove. I don't want to keep running from the people hunting me, Hyacinth. I'm tired of that. I've not trained so hard to make myself stronger just to flee like a coward.
He takes a deep breath, then sighs. All right. But promise me you'll run if it gets dangerous.
It's going to be dangerous, but
You know what I mean.
yes. If my friends are in danger, then yes, I value their lives over anything. I know when to turn back.
If you are in danger.
He pauses, kind of giving like a small, almost like you caught me kind of smile. I have other things that I need to do before I die. I don't plan on letting that happen here. I'm not suicidal. I have self-preservation. Hyacinth, trust me.
I wonder so she's still avoiding saying yes.
Just promise me, please, that you'll survive.
Promise you that I will do everything that I can to survive, Hyacinth.
He sighs. I suppose that's good enough.
I have to ask, though, will you be there? Or are you leaving? I know you've never wanted to go too much into it, but I can only assume you have some sort of history with them in some way. I mean, I know you know some of the people at least. If you don't want to face them, I understand, of course, but I would love to fight alongside you if you'd be willing, I guess. It wouldn't help. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have someone else that I can trust on my side.
He's quiet. And then he nods. I think Jack's almost done with dinner. If you would like to eat, we can go with Basil to the heart tree and see if the rot originates from there.
Sounds good. Thank you, Hyacinth.
He smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his eyes as he pulls himself up off the floor, kind of holding a hand out for Foxglove to help him up, and Foxglove will kind of take Hyacinth's hand and they'll stand as Jacaranda kind of calls out, "Dinner's ready, come and get it!" His voice echoing over the grove. And he begins to pour the stew into these beautifully carved wooden bowls and handing them out as you see Lily and Magnolia hurry up towards Jack to get their stew quickly. Hyacinth will kind of nod towards Jack, and then will kind of, taking Foxglove by the hand, lead in that direction.
Yummy. Well, Hellbor's digging in.
As you approach, Jack kind of smiles, seeing you, and will pour a bowl for you and hand it to each of you as he says, "Hellebor, it's good to see you again."
Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you for the food.
Of course. A shame about everything that happened the last time you were here, but thank you for all your help.
Of course. You guys, you know, it was no problem at all. It's my pleasure.
I see you have new friends. He'll pour bowls for the rest of you as well.
Div won't take one. Div will like stay far enough back.
He'll kind of look at Div standing back, and will kind of tilt his head a little bit as he says, "I don't bite. Not in this form, at least."
Oh, very funny. I'm okay though, but thank you.
He nods. Does everyone else take some stew?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm stewing it. I love stewing it.
Oh.
Do you have stew that is meat free?
Apologies. No, but if you give me a little bit, I can get you some food that does not involve meat.
If you if it's not going to be too much trouble. Worst comes to worst, I can go eat some grass.
You're in a druid's grove. Plants are our specialty.
Pick up Rain by his arm, just lawnmower him over a field.
If it changes anything at all, the meats used in the stew were not hunted.
I just don't like the texture of it, really. And it's kind of gross.
He nods. Understandable. Just give me a few minutes to make sure everyone else has been served, and I will get you something. Actually, I don't know if he heard me. Could you go get the first druid? And I believe Azalea's with him as well.
Was that Terrain?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why, but I just imagined he turned to look at someone else. And I just missed that memo. Get the first druid. Yes. We can go do that.
I assume no one else has an issue with the meat stew.
Meat stew for Vemper? Oh, God.
Animals, a lot of them.
Oh, no.
Lobster too buttery, steak too juicy.
It's too much. It's too much.
Butter, juice, yuck. That's way too fatty for me.
That's a joke I understood.
Oh no. Rain will skedaddle on off to go find the first druid and any companions that might be with him.
Okay. You make your way to the heart of the grove, where you see currently stood at the center of that kind of stone shrine that you'd seen previously. The first druid has his eyes closed, and standing nearby, kind of standing in the shadows, a young satyr woman, long, kind of messy black hair. She looks to you as you approach and kind of holds up a finger to her mouth as she says, "First druid is concentrating."
Rain will nod and just step up beside the satyr woman quietly.
You recognize her. You don't remember interacting with her too much, but you recognize her as Azalea. You may not have remembered her name if Jack hadn't said it, but seeing the face and having just heard the name, you know it is one and the same. As she gives you a soft smile. Oh, sorry, tiefling, not satyr.
Okay. That changes everything. God damn it.
As she gives you a soft smile, she kind of whispers, I take it if you're here, Helibor's back as well, then.
Yes. We've returned. Actually, we were sent to get you. Food is being served at the moment.
I believe Calathia's almost done.
What are they doing?
Communing with the land. The two of you stand in silence for another minute before you see Calathia kind of raise their head a bit, and turn and kind of pause for a moment as he sees you. A smile kind of crosses his face as he steps down off the shrine and towards you. He says, "Rain, good to see you. I suppose Helibor must be here too, then."
Yes.
It is wonderful to play host to Helibor once more. can I help
I'm
you?
um well, help me specifically, not exactly. We were sent to get you actually. They are currently serving food.
Ah, wonderful. Azalea? She nods, and the two will make their way towards where the stew is being served. Meanwhile, is there anything you guys are doing while Rain is gone?
Murdering everyone.
Committing heinous war crimes. Understood.
I do think, with how pretty everything is and how much life is around, Helly is keeping particular watch on Vimper to make sure Vimper doesn't kill anything.
Fair enough.
I think
I expected Tate to say something, but he's not here. Fuck.
I think Helibor, she's kind of staying around that area because she did want to ask, the first druid if they've seen anything either. So she's kind of waiting around for them a little bit, but she is definitely giving the others like a little bit of a tour, like pointing out like certain things and stuff like that.
Okay.
Div's not so subtly sticking as close as they can without being like creepy to Foxglove. Just like keeping an eye on him.
Um, um, you stick closer to Foxglove, who is kind of just focused on eating, while Helibor gives Helly and Vemper a bit of a tour. Azalea, the first druid, and Rain return after only a few minutes. And as Azalea and Calathea get their stew, Calathea then begins to approach you, Helibor, bowl of stew in hand, as he smiles and says, "Helibor, it's good to see you."
She turns and it's too difficult. She's given up on not trying to look at people. She just gives her signature awkward smile. Hi, yeah, it's good to see you too. How have things been? Has it been safe around here since I've been gone?
He opens his mouth to respond and then sees your eyes. His gaze lingers for a moment as he says, "Things have been well. Didn't realize we were playing host to one so blessed by the Oak Father. And we'll give you just the smallest of bows."
He looks up and like Helibor's fur is like standing on end. Like she looks like she's about to pass out. She bows back like in turn. Like she can't let that go. No. You really don't have to do any of that. Yeah, that's me. Crest. Yeah. But you're the first druid here, so yeah.
I may be the first druid, but you're qualified to become an archdruid with that blessing.
That's a long ways off. I'm nowhere near there.
I see. Well, either way, welcome back to our humble grove. Things have been well. I just returned from communing with the land. Although given the last time you were here, I have to admit I'm slightly nervous about what your presence might mean. And, well, perhaps you've arrived just in time, though perhaps there's somewhere more private we can discuss.
Oh, yeah, that might be smart. You know here best, lead the way.
He smiles and will lead you back towards the heart of the grove, towards that temple, again, that shrine, sorry. And as you enter into that kind of lowest point, he'll just kind of gently coax a few branches and vines to cover over the pathway, kind of essentially locking the door behind him, or behind all of you. As he approaches the shrine, will kind of close his eyes for a moment, bow his head before he turns back to you, and says, I feel something in the land. I don't know what it is, but it almost feels like something is crying.
Hyacinth mentioned a rot.
Hyacinth feels it too. I suppose that makes sense. A wanderer like him is more attuned to these sorts of things.
I hate that I've gained a reputation for, bearer of bad omens, but... well, I guess that's fitting. We aren't here, just a visit. No, I had heard that there was Shadow Druid activity here again. That something was going to happen.
I see. We haven't observed anything, and this is the first time I've noticed something off. But if you're here and you heard of this, I can only imagine you're here to help us. And for that, I will be grateful once more.
Of course, I'm happy to help. I don't really know where to start if no one's seen anything, but Hyacinth mentioned that Basil was going to the Heart Tree tonight. We were going to accompany her. That's what they were after last time, so maybe they're trying again.
He nods. The Heart Tree would be a good place to start. It is the center of this place. It is the heart of our forest. If nothing else, you can get a better sense of where this rot is coming from through the tree. I only regret we hadn't noticed it before you got here.
Well, they're sneaky, to my understanding, so I'm sure it's, they're probably covering their tracks well, whatever it is that they're planning. Just maybe don't make this, well, it's good to have everyone on high alert in case they are planning something, but...
There's a reason I wanted to talk to you about this in private. I'd rather keep it as quiet as possible.
Exactly. I was about to say, after the whole Hawthorne situation last time. I would hope that they hadn't infiltrated at all, but it's a sticky situation, I guess.
To my understanding, Hawthorne had been at this grove for decades. I just wish I knew whether they'd indoctrinated him after the fact or planted him here intentionally. Either way, if the Shadow Druids are here, we might be able to get some answers from him.
From Hawthorne himself, you mean?
Calethea nods.
True.
Another thing. Dahlia noticed something odd the other day. I don't know if it has anything to do with our potential Shadow Druid problem, but while he was out collecting herbs, he found a wolf. It was completely catatonic. It was breathing, but it was nothing he could do would awaken it. He brought it back and looked over it for a few days, and I believe it is still with him, still unconscious.
That's very concerning. I would very much like to see them. Not that I can necessarily do anything, but
But a fresh pair
still.
of eyes will be useful.
Of course. I was going to say I would hope that they wouldn't go after the animals here, but nothing is sacred to them, so I suppose that only makes sense.
They certainly don't understand what it means to live in unity with the land.
Mm-hmm. If you could take me to where they're being held, I would like to see them before we head out, if that's okay.
He nods, and gestures for you to follow. As he leads you through towards a small outcropping where you can see a few beds of leaves have been made, but with no one laying upon them. You see Dahlia is not there at the moment, but you can see the workstation where Dahlia would be mixing herbs and whatnot, and laying on one of the beds, breathing shallow but completely unconscious, a large direwolf.
Labor will approach it already already starting to tear up just seeing this. She kind of slows seeing it, as her expression just drops into even more concern, but she quickly speeds up and tries to get beside it. And she'll kind of lay a hand on its head and I guess start looking it over to see if this is something she's seen before, or...
Roll a medicine check for me.
With guidance, that's a 16.
You don't see a single wound. No thorn, no cut. Even in its jaw, its eyes, if you were to pull its eyelids open, no sign of any injury whatsoever, not even a chipped tooth. The direwolf is in pristine condition, the peak of its health, and yet it's catatonic. Looking over for any explanation, a familiar voice pushes itself into your mind as you hear, "Focus. Close your eyes. Sense the world around you."
Oh no. There's definitely some hesitation as she thinks about this, but she will do so.
You take a deep breath and close your eyes. Roll a wisdom check. Pardon?
15.
You're not sure what you're supposed to be focusing on. At first, you try and focus on the crystals, the fragments of Ikri, of Dwergus. But you realize quickly that's not what you're supposed to be focusing on. Sense your surroundings, he said. And then faintly you begin to feel it. You feel it's hard to describe what exactly you feel, but you can sense the presence of Calathea, of Heli, of Vemfer. Rain and Div are a bit harder to sense, but they are there. But the wolf isn't. You can't sense the wolf. You open your eyes and it's still there. You can still feel that sense kind of radiating off the living beings around you, but not the wolf. As Dwergus's voice says, all I had to do was amplify a latent ability of your father's. That wolf has no soul. Something has torn its soul from its body.
Do you think it was them, the Shadow Druids, that would do this?
Certainly powerful magic. One that should be studied. Utilized and understood. The ability to rip a soul from a body. Imagine how powerful that would make you.
I wouldn't want to do it if it was like this. Especially not to a creature like this. If they're... Do you think they know? Do you think they know about you? Is that what the ritual is that they're trying to do? Are they trying to take you out?
There's silence, genuine contemplation for a long moment before you hear back. They do not possess a single fragment of my soul, not one strong enough to matter. I don't know how they would know. The Shadow Druids are a blind spot. The only thing happening right now that I don't understand.
Good, then that means that you want to help me learn more, right?
If they have a power this strong, I want to help you learn how to harness it. Because we might not need to kill your friends, after all.
Kill my friends? What?
I've been searching for a way to separate my soul from Div and Talzin, but it's too embedded. Without magic related to the soul directly, it's impossible. But this... If a druid can learn to wield soul magic, your friends may not have to die after all.
Only for something like that. That's... Only for a really, really big thing like that. That's not something I would just want to dabble in.
You may have that conviction now, but once you have that power, something big can be anything. One day it's your friends are dying and it's your only option. The next, it's just easier. And then it becomes second nature. Because magic is magic. No type of magic possesses morality. The only morality bound to it is the one you give it.
That's true. And morals are just subjective. I understand they mean nothing, but they still mean a lot to mortals.
Yes. Funny little thing. Let's find ourselves a soulmate, shall we?
Elabor, she'll just stand up and kind of look to the others. Also, well, her back was probably like turned to you guys, so maybe you did just think that she was in contemplation this whole time. But she will kind of look to the first druid and shake her head a little bit. Its soul's missing.
Its soul.
I mean, that tracks given how it is. Nyx was the same way.
That they would do it to creature so innocent is just note, like, to the rest of you guys, Helibor is barely keeping it together. Like, she's still crying a little bit, but there's also, like, this isn't just sadness. This is anger that she's having to kind of push far down. Continue, Tabby, I'm sorry.
What would they gain from that? From taking his soul? With soul?
Power, I imagine. I mean, souls can be used for all sorts of things. Animals, they're no different than people. They have life, they have energy, they have power. They can utilize that. They can utilize that and they can get away with it much more than they would for people. Because they don't have as many people watching after them.
Is this the only one you found like this?
So far. And this
And
was
when did
found
you...
a few days ago, just a day before Hyacinth arrived.
Well, you know, I know a thing or two about temptation and that kind of power, and someone that could do this wouldn't stop at one.
You're right.
So either they're hiding the rest of them, or they just figured out how to do this, and they're struggling to do it again.
Or they just arrived. This is a big forest, and we do our best to patrol it all, but there's only so many of us.
Be on the lookout. I'll keep my eyes peeled as we make our way to the heart tree. If we find any more, I'll let you guys know.
He nods. You keep an eye out as well. If you can find out who's doing this, take them out. This kind of vile, life-defiling magic doesn't deserve to live within our forest.
I agree. If I find who's doing this, I will try to keep them alive long enough to find out if there's a way to reverse it, at least. Otherwise, she just kind of looks over at the dire wolf, kind of wiping some tears away. There's no reason to keep them clinging to life otherwise if they can't truly live.
He nods. I believe you all, with Hyacinth should join Basil, like you said.
We'll make our way there. Thank you, First Druid, for the information.
He nods. And will turn and make his way towards the entrance and kind of coax the plants to shy away, letting you leave.
We leave. We leaf, actually.
Leaf.
Leaf?
Mm-hmm.
We leaf.
We find a basil plant.
I got some good things to cook with that.
You find Hyacinth and Basil both near the exit entrance area of the grove. And you see Basil kind of smiles as you approach. Halibor, good to see you again.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you again as well. How have you been?
Oh, well, I've been as well as a daisy on a dewdrop.
That's very well.
Hyacinth already filled me in. Come along. And she turns and begins to kind of skip towards the exit.
Okay.
Halibur
Are we
will
doing this
come
now?
along.
Okay.
Okay.
And she is enjoying herself, being in the woods as usual, though anyone watching can tell this is a lot less happy than normal. She is very down to business, she is scouring to try to see if there is any irregularities, like if there is a single thing that seems out of place, if there's a single catatonic animal, anything of the sort.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me as the short, long, green-haired elven woman kind of skips along, staff in hand. Hyacinth kind of trailing a little bit behind her, kind of falling in pace with you.
"26."
26. Anyone else can also roll a perception check if they'd like.
For the record, I don't think it would go anywhere, but I just want to point out that Helly would greet Hyacinth. Like, I didn't say it earlier, but she would.
Okay.
Give him a heya heya.
Hyacinth
Hey,
will
oh,
smile and greet you back.
I do want to. It hasn't come up because Rain and Helly haven't interacted in front of him. But the last time Hyacinth did see us, we were at each other's throats. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5 for Div on perception.
Ah. You don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be looking for.
Div is too. Yeah, they're not.
That's a 16 from Helly.
16. Okay, 16's good.
Thanks. I wrote it myself.
Nice. Proud of you.
Is Vemper rolling?
Is Vemper rolling?
I got a 12.
12. And Rain?
I just got back. What's going on?
Perception check if you'd like.
Okay, we would like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we're
like
going
this
to the
TV.
tree now. So.
Oh, I really like that actually.
What'd you
I
get?
just rolled a natural 20 for
Oh,
21.
yes. Okay. So, 21. Helibor, sorry, what was yours?
26.
Div was a 5. Vemper was a 12. What were you, Helly?
16.
16. Okay. You guys keep your eyes peeled. Most of you do, at least. Yeah, it's quite a painful process to peel them. Basil skips along, leading you through the woods. And it is quiet. It is still. And it is almost unsettling. There's a thick fog that has fallen over the forest since you arrived. Makes it harder to see.
How cold is it?
Good point. Roll me a con save.
Just don't be cold.
You see, what if I could, but I
almost
well,
forgot
we'll
about
see.
this
I might not
mechanic.
be able to do that.
Man.
Much better. That'll be 20 total.
Okay.
Just be related to the sun.
You're
So true.
fine for
Yeah, fuck-
now. You're fine for now, but it's cold, and your joints hurt.
Old man. Old man.
There's
Okay, consider this a dumb question. Sorry. Does Heli or Vemfer, or both of them, do they give off heat at all?
I think
Like,
we've established
naturally?
that Haley does.
Mm-hmm. The Halo does, yeah. I don't know if Vemfer
Halo.
herself.
Yeah, Vimfer's not related to the sun
No.
like Haley is, so I
I
wouldn't
don't think
think
so.
Vimfer would, but I mean
I
that's
don't.
up
I
to you.
don't. I don't think so.
Okay. In that case, Div is weirdly close to Heli.
I think we've gone through the code before. We've done this song and dance. Haley
We have, haven't
sees
we?
this. Yeah, Haley sees you approaching, and like if you're awkward about it at all, she just shrugs it off and like, I will get closer to you so that you can be warmed.
They're not, like, awkward about it. They're just, like, quietly trying to get as close as possible without tripping Heli or tripping on Heli.
I think at some point Haley will just like spread one wing to be like over Div's back.
I'm gonna duck under it. Badly.
I don't think y'all are tall enough.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the wing is much lower than you.
Yeah.
That's true, actually. How tall is Heli? I forgot.
Haley's
Yeah, you
what is she?
are not tall enough for that.
I think Haley's 5'2", is she?
5'2".
Yeah.
Div's only, like, 3 inches taller, so...
Yeah, but Haley's wing is like
His wings are
not
taller,
above
yeah.
her head, so
So, like... Yeah.
in any case, if Div doesn't like it, then Haley will just draw her wing back. She's just trying to help.
Div is gladly, like, using it as a windshield, but can't technically be under it, as I originally imagined. Otherwise, they're gonna be crawling the entire time.
Okay. A thick fog has fallen over the forest, and it is eerily quiet. Not many bugs or animals' calls echoing through the fog, and that might just be because of the fog dampening the sound, but you can't shake the feeling that there's something else to it. An almost unnatural element to the fog.
It's like Silent Hill up in here.
Off in the distance,
It's very quiet.
barely visible through the fog as you grow closer and closer, a massive tree, taller than all the others, with a thick trunk growing higher and higher and higher. And as you step closer and closer, and the tree begins to come more and more into view, there is a faint green glow from the base of the tree, piercing through the fog. Basil's skips kind of slow as she looks ahead, tilting her head a bit as she kind of glances back at each of you. You can see Hyacinth also kind of slows his step, seeing the faint green glow from the base of the tree.
Is that normal?
I was
Do we
about
need to be ready to
say,
hit stuff?
does this seem normal to Helipor? What are her vibes from this?
It does not seem normal. The glow is unnatural.
Has it been 4 hours since we got here?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. How long were we at the Grove?
Probably a bit longer than we spent outside of the game,
Mhm.
for
I
food
imagine.
and whatnot. But it's not exactly a fast walk to get to the Heart Tree.
No, I'm asking to see if Dee Dee's still here, and also if I would have gotten a short rest.
I'm gonna say no, yes.
Okay.
So, yes, short rest, no DD.
Gotcha.
At everyone's like reaction to the glow, Div kind of pipes up. Do we need to be prepared to hit things or not yet?
Maybe. Don't start with it,
Okay. Start with hitting things?
though. Don't start hitting things unless there's not another option.
Well,
Helipor has her scythe in hand, walking toward the street.
that's usually the plan for some of us.
As you approach, Hellebore actually in the lead, Hyacinth close behind. You see the glow as it becomes clearer the closer you get to the tree. It seems like it stops about chest height, and seems to form something, as if there's a glowing creature, a pair of eyes staring at you through the dark, until, as you get closer still, you make out through the fog the form of a spiritual direwolf staring at you. As you grow closer, it begins to snarl, revealing its fangs, its spiritual fangs. What do you do?
Does this look like something like someone would have summoned?
Potentially. But you can't help but notice that the spirit in front of you is the exact same size and type of creature as the catatonic direwolf you saw before.
Hmm. Helper's gonna try to dispel magic on that.
Roll a wisdom check.
Walking up to it, Halvor just, yep, you know what? No, actually. I'm good.
$16.
16.
Indeed.
You cast Dispel Magic, and the spell wraps around the spiritual form, and it what the spell wraps around the spiritual form, and nothing happens. There was no specific magic that you... Hang on. No, I need to ponder. Give me a second. Okay. You cast Dispel Magic. As the spell wraps around the creature, you feel something dispel with your spell, but the spirit remains in place, still snarling at you. You're not sure what you've dispelled.
Okay. We're gonna go out on a wild limb. She has to speak with animals at will, so she's gonna do that and just kind of stop in her tracks, like narrow her eyes, and is just going to call out. If you can understand me, we mean you no harm.
The wolf glowers at you. Before it, you hear a voice echo from it. Get back.
Are you being controlled?
Get back.
Helibor will look back to the others for confirmation and see how they're feeling on this. This...
Go on.
Whatever's going on, I say we put it out of its misery. What do you guys think?
Are you sure?
You hear a voice through the fog as footsteps approach, and the voice says, I think that's a very, very bad idea, Helibor. As stepping around the tree, hand against the tree, and in the other hand, a gnarled branch for a staff, is a woman She appears human, standing about 5'4", long brown hair done up in a thick bun, with two braids kind of falling over her shoulders. Long purple dress, markings on her face, a skull in her hair, and a pair of what look to be branches sprouting from her skull. As she says, killing an innocent creature that's just defending its home. Imagine how that would look upon your record.
Oh, look at that, a new creepy woman. Great.
As Hyacinth kind of takes a step back, his eyes widening a little bit. Ghost Lily. Oh, you remember me. Dearie, little Haya, why don't you run along to Mother? Hyacinth kind of looks away. Oh, right, that's why. So, instead you're following around a lost puppy like a lost puppy? Her gaze flits back to Hellebore as she says, by all means kill the innocent spirit wolf and never find out how to put its soul back in its body, because you would rather take the easy route.
How did you
And
do
you're
this?
just going to tell us how to put the soul back in the body? The person who, I'm assuming, did it is just going to help us and tell us how to put it back.
Is it not enough to know that it's possible? I thought you were supposed to be the virtuous one, going any length to do the right thing. Or has that demon in your skull corrupted you?
Ah, so that is what this is about. Good to know. I was going to ask the reason that you were doing all of this, but I guess that made it a little clear.
We're not after the demon. That's, well, a nice bonus. No. You are special, Hellebore. You bear the blood of two of the most powerful mortals to have ever walked the plane. And you really think we are after the demon in your skull? Icarus thinks he's the center of the universe, but I assure you he's not.
Have you been watching us this whole time?
For much, much longer than you think. In fact, we never stopped watching Gotska. Sure, you found Hawthorne, but that was only one. You really think we would have been stupid enough to leave only one mole there?
So, what's the plan here? You show us that you can take things, spirits, and do this to them, and then come out here by yourself?
What I know is that if there's any chance Hellebore can learn from me how to fix the damage I've done, she won't kill me. Which means I have something over you. Which means I can have this conversation. The plan here is simple. Lure you into a trap. Lead you back to our little glade of fear and, well, ritually sacrifice you to our dark and twisted understanding of your gods, I believe
So
is how you'd put it.
It sounds like your plan is just to kill us anyway, without ever telling us how to fix this. So why should we listen to you at all?
Because Helibor's the only one I want dead. I can tell the rest of you how to fix this once she's ours. Hand her over now and I will teach Hyacinth.
Attacking Helibor is attacking us.
I suppose that's true, but still, even the slightest chance you might learn how to save another life, undo the sacrilege dealt upon this world.
You really have some sort of image of me, don't you? You really believe that I would think sacrificing myself to further whatever twisted, fucked up ritual this is would be somehow better because it would save what you've already corrupted? You think I would help you become more powerful, corrupt more things with the hope that maybe you'll teach someone here and help what you've already destroyed? No. Why would I not just stop you here? You think that I don't have enough of respect for death to just, for lack of better words, write off the damage that you've already done?
She rolls her eyes. I thought you were smarter than this, Helibor. The ability to return a soul to a body. Not just what I've done, but any living husk. Like, I don't know, your father? Or Ivor? Lucifer? Any of the other Crest Hunt who never wanted that so-called gift of immortality? Undead
It's not-
husks walking this world returned to life with the power of soul magic.
Here's where you fucked up. We do want that, but it's not worth Helibor.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the sniveling little brat who'd do anything to get her dead mother back.
You really think I'd do anything? You've not been watching very closely, have you?
A demon offered you your mother back, and you started seeking out the death of a prince for it. Tossing aside the cares of your friends because of the promise of a being known for lying.
There's many reasons that I've made the decisions that I've made. Or is another ability of yours mind reading?
by all means, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, and become the very villain you've sworn to destroy by leaving all these half-finished husks never to walk again, never to live again.
Has this person been moving closer during any of this, or have they just been staying in one spot?
Not moving closer, but she's kind of been pacing back and forth a bit.
Okay.
Hand on the heart tree at all times.
Okay. Is she within 60 feet of us?
She would be, yeah.
Okay, good. I think Div's gonna move to make sure that they have eyes on her no matter where she goes, unless she goes around the other side of the tree. But other than that, currently we're doing nothing.
Troy DMs.
I was just about to get there. Helibor's been holding her weapon at the ready this entire time. And has been getting increasingly more and more angry as this has been going on. But with that last comment, seems pushed over the edge. You really have too much faith in my morality. Well, actually, no, not enough. You really think I can't see the bigger picture. You really think that you can get me hung up on the small things, don't you? You really think that I have enough control not to kill you right now. You're fucking wrong. And she's going to attack.
And Ghostly is going to use her readied action to cast Dimension Door. Roll to hit the heart tree.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, Ayla, you got one of them counter spells over there?
How close was she?
Well, Hellbor's leaping. Her readied action was for the moment that Hellbor was actually swinging. But she's 60 feet back.
I had a thing I wanted to do that
more
would
like
not
30
have
feet.
hurt the heart tree, but is what it is.
See, here's the thing, though. Counterspell is a wonderful spell.
Yeah?
Are you casting it?
Yeah, we're gonna cast that.
Okay. What level are you casting at?
Isn't... okay, let me... explain the rules of it again. Like, what level is... Would Rain know what level Dimension Door is typically?
Do you have Dimension Door?
I think so.
But the rules for a counterspell are, if the spell is a higher level than the level that you are casting counterspell at, you roll a check using your spellcasting stat, which in this case would be Intelligence, DC 10 plus the level of the spell that you're trying to counter.
Okay, then we're gonna do a third level.
Okay. Roll an Intelligence check for me.
Okay. And can I use the thingy?
The charges.
You can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a
We're
check.
gonna- How many
This is-
charges? Yeah.
You have 5 left, 6 if you use this to reroll. No, 4 if you use this to reroll.
Okay.
Or
I
you
was
could
confused
add-
for a moment there.
or you can add 5 to it by using 2.
That would only put it up to
15, which means it would
15.
stop a 5th level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they might be upcasting Dimension Door.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We're gonna just take the reroll.
12.
Wait, 12?
You rolled an 8 plus your thing.
My dice are showing different things. That showed a 10, not an 8.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing a 10.
Yeah, I
It-
am
It
too.
shows different on D&D Beyond and on Roll20.
Huh.
What the fuck is going?
New D&D Beyond update is probably fucking with the Roll20 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just gotta pick one and use it.
Oh, see, that's why, like, I was looking at D&D Beyond. Your first one was a 10. And that's why I was like, yeah, just add 5 to that and you'll cancel a 5th level spell. Looking over at the Roll20, that was a natural 1. I see.
I figure you've been using D&D Beyond for the results, so stick to whatever else on D&D Beyond.
Okay. D&D Beyond does have it as a 12.
So is that a 12 total then?
Yeah.
Whoa.
12 is not high enough.
I mean, Philly could do it.
Do
If
it.
we
Let's
wanted
go,
to
Philly.
double counterspell this.
Do it.
Whose counterspell does Philly have?
It would have been
Rain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rain.
He's got it at 4th level.
At 4th level?
Mm-hmm.
Rain, here's what happens. As she begins, Hellebore jumps. She begins to vanish. Rain reaches out with a sort of arcane magic, and Rain's spell fails to connect as she's still halfway vanishing when suddenly Philly appears, and she is suddenly grounded through Philly's casting. Roll to hit her then, Hellebore.
Hell yeah.
You'll do my plan
Um,
too.
$27.
We need to make sure Philly has a counterspell at all times.
Agreed.
Mhm.
27
We need-
definitely hits.
We need Talisman back in here so we can triple counterspell.
We've only been giving Philly 1 counterspell at a time, and it might actually be worth it to give him 2.
Mhm.
Is there any way that you could have let me, like, as her bonus action, went ahead and wild shaped? Because that is normally a thing she does before hitting things.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. Okay. That is going to be 18 slashing.
18 slashing.
6 poison.
6 poison.
And a con save.
Con save. Saves.
Okay. And 12 necrotic.
And sorry, give me a second. 12 necrotic. Okay.
And is she still there? I do got my second swing.
Well, what I'm going to say is, can I have you all please roll initiative?
Woohoo!
Hell yes.
Damn it. was really hoping for something
This is
significantly
tragic.
better than that.
24. Fuck yeah, bro. You zoomy today.
Disappointing.
Um. I don't have a battle map for this because I didn't expect you guys to engage in combat here. Because I kind of didn't expect the double counterspell. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Well, I mean, if she tries to Dimension Door again, we only have one counterspell for that because Billy only had the one.
That won't be an issue. Rubbing my hands together like a fly.
Me who was raised by flies.
Me who was raised by flies.
I'm scheming.
Okay, 25 to 20.
24.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, we zoomy today.
22.
We real zoomy today, goddamn.
Yeah, I got a natural 20.
22 for Helly. 20 to 15. 15 to 10.
I got a 12.
13.
Div with a 12. Hellebore with a 13. And what was that, Rain?
10.
And okay.
And then Philly. What
And
was Philly's?
Philly, yeah. Philly got a 16.
okay. Philly got a 16. Oh, and Basil as well. She's here, isn't she?
And Hyacinth.
I already rolled Hyacinths.
Uh,
I just forgot. Basil.
well,
There's that. And okay. First up in the initiative, Vemper. It's your turn.
How far away did we say she was?
About 30-ish, give or take.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to be further away.
No, Vem would have tried to be up front with everyone else. She's gonna run up and she's gonna try and grapple her.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
It'll do. Fucking 28.
28
I love
succeeds.
I love +9. Specifically, I want to grapple her by shoving the prosthetic like in her mouth.
Okay. You rush up to her, shove the prosthetic forward, and grab at her, grab at her mouth as she kind of
Like I'm trying to get the fingers in her mouth. I'm trying to grab her by the jaw.
Okay. You grab her by the jaw, taking advantage of that moment of surprise, with her not knowing what the fuck to do because her teleport just failed. And you do successfully manage to grab her. That's your
Epic.
first attack.
Yep. And then we're gonna choke her hand up on the axe blade. We're just gonna start punching her with it.
Okay. Roll that.
First one is fucking maths. My favorite part of any game. 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Lovely. Damage. So I get to reroll ones with this feature. I don't remember how this shit works. Oh, look at where the hell? Wait, weapons. I'm not really too concerned. Okay, that's fine. That's 21 damage on the first one.
21 points of damage. Okay. You slam your axe into her, drawing a bit of dark, like nearly black blood dripping from the wound.
The second one is a 27.
27 also hits. Roll damage.
And that's for 22 damage. 1 extra damage that time. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Vemper smells spellcaster. We ain't having any of that.
That brings us to Helly. You're up.
Ellie would ask, we probably know the answer to this because Hellebore has begun attacking, but just in case, Helly says, are we killing her or getting info out of her?
Hellebore, do you say anything?
I think she trusts Helly to be able to do it, if anyone. I think that she will kind of growl out, info if you can.
Ellie will step forward and will speak a familiar name and rake her hand across in front of her and basically cut open a portal, and on the other side of it facing them is Aranota as I cast Mental Prison on Ghost Lily.
Oh,
On the other side of the portal is not the humanoid form of Ray that all of you met. Instead, you see this kind of shifting mass of flesh interlocked by large bones connected like train connectors. Hundreds of legs and pure fear radiating out from this. That is a saving throw from Ghost Lily, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of saving
Now, it is an intelligence save. So, hopefully she's not very smart.
Well,
I want to give Miss Mental Prison, but at the same time, I won't.
She intentionally taunted Hellebore. You really think she's very smart? She rolled pretty well, though. That's a 17.
17 is the DC.
Ah,
Damn.
unfortunate. That
Don't have anything to maybe make a disadvantage.
Oh, actually, that's a good point.
I don't think I do either. That would have been really cool.
Nope. I got nothing. I thought maybe one of my charges I could use to inflict disadvantage, but that is not in the feature.
What does mental prison do on a success?
On a success, it just takes 5d10, and then it ends.
Sorry, I meant when the spell succeeds, not on a successful save.
Oh, they take 5d10, and then they on a failed save, the target takes 5d10 damage, and you make the area immediately surrounding the target appear dangerous to it in some way. I imagine this would be Ray's doing, however he thinks would make them scared of it. Whatever form the illusion
fears, blah blah blah.
Whatever form the illusion takes, the target can't see or hear anything beyond it, and is restrained for the spell's duration. If the target is moved out of the illusion, makes a melee attack through it, or reaches any of it part of its body through it, the target takes 10d10 psychic damage and the spell ends.
Okay.
It is not a charm, if that's what you're looking for.
Here's what happens. As this kind of shifting mass of flesh is visible through this gateway, you see Ghost Lily kind of turns her head away instinctively to resist the spell. When the tree that her hand is touching shifts, and you see Basil kind of freeze as the bark rapidly crawls up Ghost Lily's hand and shifts her entire body, so she is staring through the gateway as the heart tree is going to use its reaction to force her to reroll.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Please.
And she rolls a 10.
Let's go.
Yes! I
So
love
what
this spell. I
does-
didn't get to use it. I'm so glad that I can see it in use.
What does it do? What does it look like when it succeeds? Do you guys see anything?
No, it is
No, it's
entirely
purely-
based
No,
on their...
sorry, I don't mean like the illusion. I mean like, is there any flavor stuff that you have?
Oh, not outside of the portal thing. That was the cool bit I came up with.
Okay, sick. As the portal to Arenata shuts, you see Ghost Lily frozen in fear, as presumably her greatest fears are being harnessed to create this illusion around her.
He takes 29 damage, can't see or hear us anymore beyond the illusion, and is restrained until she tries to break out of it. Or until we move her. If we move her, it breaks.
Give me a second. Because I need to read a couple things.
It is weird that it doesn't have an extra save. Like, it could just last the full minute if she's so scared by it that she won't move. But if she moves, it'll end on her next turn.
It's a high
I mean,
level
she
spell.
can't really move right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is
no.
grappled.
But, I mean, if she attacks you, it also ends.
Fair enough. What is
But
this?
it does do a lot of damage, so...
What is the zone then? Because it never specifies like outside
It
the
doesn't.
illusion. How big is the illusion?
It does not say.
It's just like their visible area. What they can see.
I would assume.
Well, I mean, obviously you can't, like, that seems like you can't see outside of your visible area. Like you can't see beyond
They're
what you can
direct
see.
area.
I would assume specifically what moved out of the illusion means is like basically the creature is moved so that they are placed like within the illusion. Their mind clicks that it's fake and the spell ends, and then they take that blast of damage. So any moving them would break it. Is
Right.
how I would rule
Well,
that.
so you would say it is all around them, like they feel trapped in this 5-foot square.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Which
That's-
means again they can't see or hear us because we would be beyond the illusion for them.
Mhm. That's what I interpret that as.
I like the idea, by the way, of the gateway opening like the gate itself is an eye, and then closing
Of
in a
course.
similar way.
Hell yeah.
I was so torn between giving Mist this and True Sight. I decided to go with True Sight because I can fuck with that a little more.
It's fair.
Uh,
I gave this to Vilnorenki and then never got to use it, and I'm slightly upset about that.
anything else, Hallie?
Nope, that's my action. And Hallie will say, I don't know how long that'll keep her, but she can't hear us.
So,
It's an interesting spell.
I also kind of stuck my foot in my mouth earlier with Vemfer's grapple.
Yeah.
I mean, even if she wasn't grappled, the spell restrains her. She can't move anyway.
Yes, but Misty Step is only verbal components.
Yep.
Mm.
Denver smells spellcaster and said, "Nuh-uh, we ain't doing that shit."
Okay.
Like in that case, it's less of you shoving your foot in your mouth and more of, a hand getting shoved in your throat.
Either
Tate
way.
really put Denver's prosthetic in my throat. I gotta think about this.
Hang on. I don't know how much I like that wording. 'Cause here's the thing, it's her turn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One thing that I both love and hate about the spell is that nowhere in it does it specify the frightened condition. And I love that from a, casting the spell point of view, especially as a player, because you can kind of just not worry if a creature's immune to frightened. But when I'm running a Shadow Druid who's immune to being frightened...
Yeah. It's great.
Sucks to suck. They get to feel fear finally.
Shit. What the hell is her fear? I think that will determine what happens next.
Losing.
Hellebore.
Hellebore, happy and living her best life around her.
But losing Hellebore. Losing to Hellebore. Or just Hellebore being happy. Yeah, those are
Okay.
Hellebore just succeeding in life, winning it all.
So, restrained doesn't actually prevent a creature from casting spells or doing anything. It's
As
just,
far as I know, the only condition that can prevent you from casting is silenced, and that's only verbal component spells.
well, paralyzed.
I do wish. Oh yeah, that's true.
Petrified.
Paralyzed and petrified just can prevent you from taking actions. Like silenced doesn't
is very specifically anti-spell.
or deafened. I think it is technically.
No, no. It would be because while you're deaf, you can still speak. Silenced isn't an official condition, but it would be. Yeah, because deafened is just can't hear and fails ability checks that require hearing.
Mm.
Silenced isn't technically a condition, but being in the radius of a silent spell would prevent you from using verbal components. Here's what happens, because it is her turn. She is going to... Oh, but I... No, hang on. Fingers in her mouth.
Do that.
She's going to wild shape is what she's going to do.
Oh, yum.
As she sorry, did you say yum?
Oh, yum.
Okay.
Vemphor's hand is in her mouth. I'm imagining Wild Shape is just eats the arm.
The arm, I wouldn't say that she's wearing or carrying
depending
the arm.
depending on where depending on what the Wild Shape is, but like still, you get my drift.
As you see the fear in her eyes, as her form shifts into that of a large giant elk, kind of stepping like half a step backwards and then looking behind her and kind of shuffling back forwards, as if trying to find a way to do something to get out of whatever she's surrounded by, but nothing. That brings us to Philly. What does Philly do, Tabby?
I didn't give him an order because I wasn't sure if we're going to continue attacking now that she's kind of restrained by this. I didn't know if this would actually restrain her or not.
Fair.
So I think Philly would play it safe and hang back. Probably turn invisible again because
Okay. That makes sense. That brings us to Basil, who is still frozen. But you hear a creaking sound from high above you, and you don't know what is happening. Hellebore, you're up.
All right. Well, them being frozen in place is great and nice, but that is not stopping Hellebore right now. I do think that she is going to continue attacking. As she kind of dropped on all fours, ran over, and swung her scythe, she did take the form of an air elemental, so she is full shadowy displacer beast at the moment.
Ooh.
She's going to rear her head back and swing. See. Okay, checking something. Well, I do think, kind of like as she's swinging, she is going to say, like in her head, Dragus, if you have an idea, you better be saying it about now.
You hear back from him as he says, "Just leave her alive."
28.
To hit?
Yes.
Hits. She's a giant elk. They don't exactly have a lot of AC.
Yeah.
You big.
12 slashing.
12 slashing.
5 poison and a con save.
5 poison and a con. If I can not drop my d20s, that would be wonderful, actually. Ooh, that is a natural 20.
Ouch.
Better if she
And
uses it on
then-
this than something else.
True. And then 6 necrotic.
And 6 necrotic. Okay. That giant elk is looking not so great anymore.
Not so giant.
Nice.
As you
Pretty elk,
tear,
though.
you tear into its flesh. Second attack?
She does have a sink-in attack, yes. She will kind of like growl out like around the scythe in her mouth to the others. Attack, just don't kill her. And we'll swing again.
Okay. You do have advantage, by the way, because she is restrained.
Oh, nice. We'll go with advantage then. 26.
Hits, roll damage.
$15 slashing.
15 slashing.
Eight poison and a con save.
Con save is not as good this time. 15.
Well, they are poisoned.
Okay. And wild shape drops.
Nice. 8 necrotic.
And 8 necrotic. Okay. Your blade slashes through the elk, leaving the human woman behind as she's kind of bleeding from multiple wounds. She looks scared and angry.
Just how Helibor likes it. Let's see. Yeah, that will be that'll be it.
Okay. As a legendary action,
Ooh.
she is going to attack at the creature slashing at her, or at least in that vague direction, because she can't actually see or hear you guys specifically, but she can still feel that she's getting hurt with a soul rend.
Does this count as a melee attack?
It does.
So the spell ends,
Mm-hmm.
and she takes 67 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Woohoo!
67?
Psychic damage, yes.
Okay. Give me a second to do math.
Fucking love that spell.
And Helibor, that is only a 14 to hit.
That does miss.
As she, you see this kind of green energy wreath around her claw, or wreath around her hand, forming into a spiritual claw, which looks scarily similar to a direwolf's claw, almost like identical. As she slashes out in your general direction, you easily manage to sidestep, given she can't see you. Yeah. I just rolled again in case it was a nat 1, because I just realized that I didn't roll at disadvantage, but she still misses. She swings out with this kind of clawed attack, and you easily manage to jump out of the way. But then you hear a cry of pain from her as she clutches at her head for a moment before kind of blinking, looking back around, her eyes kind of flitting between each of you, trying to figure out which one of you did that to her.
I have an idea of what that looks like from her point of view, which is whatever illusion is around her, she it's freaking her out, and she attacks, and then it's just like she gets jump scared, basically, where it just flashes up with Aranota's eye and like their laugh, and then like the flashbang fades away so that she can see the real world now.
Hell yeah. That brings us to Div. You're up.
Yay! Need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 21.
God damn it!
She rolled pretty
I
high.
was freaking why?
Sorry.
Okay, well, never mind then. It does nothing.
Well, I mean, what did you do?
I was trying to cast a spell.
Yeah, what does that look like?
They're normal magic that swings at this fucker and then doesn't do anything.
There's
So
no
secretive.
What spell was it?
They're trying to cast
do you-
levitate.
As the magic kind of wraps around her, she shakes it off, kind of eyes flitting between each of you, rage.
Okay.
Hmm?
Sorry, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget. I, in the moment, had like an actual like physical idea of what, not physical, visual idea of what actually happens.
Okay.
When they try to specifically cast the spell, puppet strings. As they go to cast the spell, it almost looks like the magic like flings away from them, tries to wrap around and like every limb and then upwards, and as it lifts up, it just doesn't. It seems to just break as the magic fades.
As she growls at you, that brings us. Is that the end of your turn?
It will be determined slightly. What the fuck is it? It's right there. That is a bonus action. We're gonna cast. No, we can't do that. Never mind. Yep, that's it.
Okay. That brings us to Rain. You're up. Rain?
Okay, give me just a moment. Okay. So how are they looking right now?
Pretty hurt at this point.
Okay. Give me just a moment to figure out something real quick. So sorry, I'm counting something. Give me just a moment.
What are you counting?
Okay, seeing as how they're already scared, all this, and we still need to get information from them, Rain is not going to attack. Instead, Rain is going to attempt to cast Sending on them, so that they, but like he's trying to do it in a way to where like it's not obvious necessarily that is him, but he's
Roll
not
sleight of
trying
hand.
to necessarily hide it. Sleight of hand? Okay.
She can't really respond to ascending right now, though.
She
That's
can.
perfectly fine.
The
He
spell
doesn't have
isn't
to respond.
holding on to her anymore. She got out of
And
the
that'll be
spell.
25.
25. Okay.
Rain is going to say, "Stop. They're going to kill you and have the demon take over your mind. Surrender now, and you may fight to live another day."
Is that the end of your turn? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Rain will bonus action Blade Song.
Okay. She nods. And you all hear as she says, "Of course, Archdruid. But I'm not going to die so easily." And she's going to use a legendary action to do something. You see a green energy kind of wrap around her, and then that kind of raging fire in her eyes dies. And you see she kind of looks between each of you, suddenly scared. The look of captured prey in her eyes. That brings us to Hyacinth, who is going to... Hyacinth is going to cast Entangle, is what he's going to do. As he holds out a hand, you see these kind of golden flowers bloom around her feet, trying to entangle her, and successfully entangling her. As they kind of wrap around her legs, holding her down. That brings us back to the top. Vemfer, you're up.
So, did you say Vemfer isn't grabbing her anymore? I can't remember. I didn't hear what you said.
Vemfer is grabbing her. Oh, right, I forgot you had her.
T.
For the sake of continuity, we'll say she managed to get her jaw free enough to respond to that, but you do still have her grappled.
Cool. Epic, because I also had the idea, like, for fun, as she is like looking around at all of us and we get to Vemfer, she kind of like uses her hand to like make her face Vemfer and just like stares her in the eyes and then hits her, and then gets her again with the axe.
Okay, roll that.
Whee! And then it is advantage because grappled, yes?
No.
No? Right, I had that wrong, sorry.
Restrained gives advantage. Not grappled.
Yes. Words? What are those? Never heard of them. 16. The hit.
Hits. Roll damage.
Oh, shit. $18 on the first one.
Which is triple her max health. As she dies immediately.
Huh?
Helibor kind of takes a few steps back and looks to Vimper. She left. She was controlling the body.
Did you not catch that, Tate?
No, I didn't.
I mean, I figured Vimper's the type of person that would have killed them anyway, so I wasn't gonna question it.
No, something didn't click. Something didn't click. during that.
Talon described that they were like, "I will not die here," and then suddenly
Well-
they were a lot more scared, and they looked like they were a caged animal.
I thought, I thought that was like I didn't think that was them leaving. I thought that was like some other kind of tactic. I didn't think that was like a switch with the body.
Mm.
Whoops. Uh,
Again,
Yeah,
I still think Vemfer would have clocked that and still went, "Ooh, free meat."
That's fair.
Yeah.
Tate, however, is dumb as fuck
Has
and didn't
dumb
know
as
that.
fuck.
I do think Helly would like try to stop, like raise a hand and go, okay.
Silver is not dropping the wild shape just yet, but she is immediately on to business. She looks, it's almost callous how quickly she just kind of looks to the dead body and then up to Hyacinth. Who is that? How do you know her?
Ghost Lily, we knew each other once upon a time.
Is the body Ghost Lily, or was the person controlling her?
I don't know.
Is this Ghost Lily's body? You
It
said you knew her, right?
it looks like her, but the things she said, the things she did, those were things only Ghost Lily could have said or done.
Yeah.
Hyacinth kind of
Is
looks around. Go on.
Is that green energy still coming from the tree?
So the glow was the spiritual wolf. It wasn't from the tree itself.
Oh, okay. I
Um.
was under the impression there was probably like a spell going on.
But the wolf fled when combat began. So there is no glow any longer.
And
Okay.
we could ask her how much of that was her, the body, and how much of that was something else.
Okay. That might work.
Paratime.
You called?
Speak with dead at will. Go burr.
Talk to that bitch.
Vimper still covered in the blood, standing over the body, and I just gesture towards the body. It's like, we need to ask her some questions.
Vampire, darling, can you let it go?
I suppose. She just like she just like tosses it to the side.
The magic wraps around the body, and the body regards you lifelessly.
Ellie is being careful not to ask any questions except for the ones she wants answers to. What's your name? Just to confirm that this is the body of Ghost Lily or not.
The response you get is a chittering. Halibor, is Speak with Animals still active?
Yeah, I imagine, because that, I don't think it's been long enough.
You.
Well, also, she is that at will now, but...
That's true. You hear from Ghost Lily. I don't know. What's her name?
Ellie looks around. This hasn't happened before.
Helibor just... I think this sends her over the edge. She... Like, you can hear her teeth cracking as she looks at this, and her fists curl up until you can see blood dripping down as she just begins to shake.
Isn't she still wild shaped?
You're so right.
It's
Well, actually,
air
no,
blood
because
and air cracks.
air blood. Oh, you're so right.
I'm
Well-
always right.
Have you ever seen a cat clench its paw like a fist?
Yes.
Okay, well, whether
drop
I
that.
am or not depends on this.
Mhm.
Since I have speak with animals and plants at will, can she do, like, through the crest, could she do that while wild shaped? Or not?
You normally can't cast spells while wild shaped, correct?
Correct.
Then I would say no.
Okay. Then she would have dropped it because she wants to talk to the tree.
Okay, fair enough.
So yes, description stands.
Okay.
And she speaks in an eerily calm voice, given this, to Helly. It's an animal. It's not a person.
Helly thinks about that for a few seconds and then nods and says, you remember what happened to you to remove you from your body?
There's a chittering, and Hellebore, you hear... I don't know. There was... carrot? And then... green? And then... scary... fangs. And... paw. On mouth. Scary... axe. No, it wouldn't have said axe. Claw. Dead.
I look to Hellebore. You're the translator now.
They... I think that she's not used to translating, but I think, like, as it was talking, she would have actually just said that verbatim.
Fair.
You don't remember anything after that?
Claw, dead. Questions.
He
Roll
looks
the
to,
translates.
yeah. Helly looks to Hellebore and gives the best comforting smile she can manage given everything that's going on, not just today, but in the past few days. It says, at least they haven't been in pain.
That we know of.
If they don't know they're in pain, then they're not in pain.
Was that all the questions?
We still technically have 2 more, but I don't know what else to ask.
Okay. If it seems like you're done, the... Again, it is... I imagine, like, if this is an anime, like, she is, like, aura farming forming like dark ass aura right now. Like she's so mad. Like she's so fucking mad. And she's going to turn and just kind of slumps forward and puts her forehead against the heart tree and is going to do speak with Lance. What are they doing to you?
The response you get is not from the tree. But you are the only one who understands it. As you hear the voice echo from Basil. The heart of the forest, the heart of the grove, the heart of druids, and the heart of stone. To claim one is to claim them all. To claim me and stand so tall. To tear it down, to end them all. To bring down the tree fall.
Helibor saw Basil do some weird shit with this tree before, so she doesn't question it too much. And she has a lot on her mind right now. She just sighs. To kill you. Got it.
More than kill, to bring me down, to command the spirit, is to command us all, is to command the fall. But the spirit does not reside within, for I created this vessel. So they will search and search and search, but find no spirit to command.
She kind of just narrows her eyes, and I don't think she even wants to say this aloud. She'll message Basil. You're the heart tree.
This is a weird... You're casting message on Basil?
Yes.
But you do still have speak with. You hear two responses back. You hear... The child does not understand what she is. And at the same time, you hear, I mean, I like the tree, but I don't think I'm the tree.
She will speak to the tree again. Okay. Do you know where they are?
There's a moment where you feel, all of you feel the ground shifting slightly before they lurk in the shadows, the deepest corners of these woods, where rock meets forest and sky meets stone. That is where they once again build their home.
Same place as last time.
But fear for the soulcaster speaks the truth, walks among the grove another shadow. I cannot sense which one it is, but walks amongst this shadow has.
Just like last time, I'm going to do everything I can to protect you, I promise.
A promise made, promise fulfilled, the same as the young Amaryllis when she walked through my forests.
Did they try the same thing before?
The command over my spirit has been a constant battle between those of shadow and those of life. Long ago, your mother walked these forests and solved the same conflicts, and her mother before her.
I see. Then I better not fail.
I have all faith in you, Halibor.
Helibor will bow her head. Thank you for your wisdom. And, walk over to the others.
For the rest of you, as Halibor was having this conversation with the heart tree, you could hear a rustling of leaves coming from Basil. As Helibor turns to the rest of the group, Basil finally starts moving again as she smiles.
Oh, that was weird.
Interesting.
Rain, can you send a message to the first druid? Can you let him know to stay by Foxglove's side? Not let him out of sight. Oh no, Ayla, are you alive?
Hey,
Ayla dead. Ayla die.
they would die.
No.
That's fair. I'm very tired too. I would sleep as well if I could fall asleep on my chair.
I think I did fall asleep for a moment. I'm very
My
tired today.
my job is it's taken a bit to get used to.
Aww.
That's fair. Do we want to call it early then? We also
It's up to
didn't
you.
take a break.
Mhm.
That's fine with me because
This feels like a good place to
Yeah.
end. Okay. With that being said, thank you all for coming. Be you viewer or player. And remember, be kind to trees, because they remember your sins. I'll see you all next week. Goodbye for now, my friends.